We're going to try this again because you might recall last stream I got to slow down. We're coming in here pretty quick. Last stream, Michael had a bit of an adventure with when she went and did an EVA, and the Kerbalism decided that she didn't need any propellant in her EVA pack, and she went drifting, and we had to go and rescue her. But rescue her we did, and now we are going back to the mission and trying to get this thing. And if you what the deal with this is, it has sample storage aboard. It's already collected 2 materials bays and 2 mystery goos on its way here. And what I want to do is bring it over to the station, and we're going to put in some more samples, and then we're going to send it off on its way back to Kerbin. But what we got to do is we got to dock with it. We got to bring it over to the nearby state. I'm not sure quite how. There's the station. It's 1.4 kilometers away. We can do that. First things first. Here, let's aim the camera even a little higher. We also have, by the way, the Minmus 5. Minmus 5 is an uncrewed landing sample and return mission. It's about a day and a half away. So that's going to be... Hi, Dinah. I'm going to say this wrong. I keep thinking that it's Dionysius. That's right. I don't know why I think... Sorry, I'm right in the middle of actually... I think I'm coming right towards the docking port right now. Slow down a bit, but I think we're pretty good here. The whole purpose of this little docking port on here is just so we can grab it. And I'll explain what happened. I think I figured out why Michael was without EVA propellant last episode. But we'll get to that. Okay. And, okay. What I think was happening was, let's tuck this back. Actually, I don't need an alarm clock anymore. Is that this says here that, this pod has no monopropellant aboard. And how Kerbalism works is, you know what I should do while I'm talking about this is send us going in the right direction. So let's control from here and spin this towards the station. Set that as a target. Minmus station. Okay. And then I'll explain what's going on. But we are moving. You know what? I think I'm going to use my main engine here. Activate that engine, but shut down this engine. That would be... Yeah, we're moving away a little bit too quickly. So let's just throttle a little bit. Here it comes. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going in pretty quick now. Let's spin this around. This thing's hauling this around pretty easily. That's good. There we are. Get ready to slow down here on the other end. And then we'll explain what's going on with Michael. Okay, I got a warning here from YouTube about the internet. I'm hoping, or about the streaming here. Okay, now it's saying excellent, so maybe now it's fine. I don't know. Nope, now the error is back up again. Shoot. Okay. Let me know if you're experiencing buffering issues at your end. I'm not 100% sure what to do while I'm doing this at the same time, but I shall do my best. Okay, let's put this in on here. So as I was saying, this does not have any monopropellant on in this capsule. However, there is monopropellant aboard, and what Kerbalism does is it uses the monopropellant as propellant for the EVA packs that the Kerbals use. So you no longer have infinite propellant. You use up the monopropellant you have on board. But what ended up happening was You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to repressurize this capsule here. Just give me a second. What ended up happening was that, if you recall, Michael was out hanging on to the ladder, and I went to grab the EVA pack out of storage, and I think that somehow messed it up. Somehow Kerbalism didn't put in the EVA pack that was supposed to be there, and that was a problem. Video stops now and again. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what is going on here and how we can rectify this. Shoot. I have been having internet issues. And I'm not entirely sure what I can do about it. This is my first time I've run into... I can't adjust latency while I am... Sorry, I'm looking at the screen here. I should actually pay some attention here. Oh! No, the warning is still there. Okay, I'm not entirely sure there's anything I can do about the stream quality. It tells me that it's not good, but like I said, I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. I have been having internet issues for the past few days. That might be the issue. I might have to, I'm sorry, I might have to just kind of muddle through this. So we're close in on this. Hopefully it will resolve itself. All right, about 1.1 kilometers away. Let's get in there. Let's get this done now. What? I have this repressurizing. Yep. Oh, why don't I talk about things that I meant to talk about today, and then maybe in that meantime, things will go. Number one is, unfortunately, I will not be doing a stream on Thursday. I'm going to be away. I'm not going to be available. I will not be around my PC, so sorry about that. I do plan on doing a stream, though, again on Monday. I will put announcements to that effect on YouTube and on the Discord and on my Patreon page, okay? And before anybody asks, I am still in 1.11. I know 1.12 came out towards the end of last week, and I played a little bit with it without putting any mods on it. But I do plan on upping this stream up to this game itself, up to 1.12 if all the mods will let me. Hopefully that will happen relatively soon. I think that actually takes care of announcements. Alright. Yeah, we're still coming in. Oh wait, we can time warp. Why? We can speed up time. Why am I sitting here just watching it come in slow when we can actually come in quicker? Okay, here comes our station. And then we'll try again to get Michael out there to service some of these engines. Now, one of the things I am thinking about is, one thing I didn't think about with this station was monopropellant. I do not have the most, I should be sending up more monopropellant. But what I also would love to send up here is the science lab, because if I can get up the science lab, Kerbalism allows me to process all of these samples out here, and then I don't have to keep sending them back to Kerbin. So I would like to do that, but that costs me 550 science, and right now I am at 437.3 science. So what I'd like to do is actually take care of getting back the samples I got. That should put me over the top as far as science goes, and then start thinking about building a science lab and bringing it out here and installing it onto the station. And while I do that, I'll bring out some monopropellant on storage on that science lab as well. So that some monopropellant storage on that as well, so that we can keep our monopropellant storages up. Okay, getting to the station now. Let's select the docking port. I am thinking of this one. Thankfully, we have lots of docking ports available. Oh, we can set it as a target. There we go. Start slowing down. Whoop. Let's use a little RCS to slow down here. Yeah, that's working better. These are just the little RCS ports that are on this thing, and they use up a nice small amount of RCS propellant. I do like these little ports over the really big ports. They're less thrust, I know that, but they are less propellant as well. Okay, coming in. Everything seems to be good, and then we'll wait until we're docked before we EVA Michael again. And again, if you're having trouble docking, well, one thing is I do have a mod installed, Docking Alignment Indicator, which puts on this little red icon that lines up the docking ports for you. But then what you need to do is just get a nice little line here between your ship icon, the target icon, which represents the target docking port right now, and then your prograde icon, so that the prograde is basically pulling your ship towards this purple target icon. So right now our line is all pretty good. We're coming in here. Are these are probes of some kind. 3B? Minmus 3B? I don't know. I'm losing track of everything I have around Minmus. They feel kind of close. I guess Minmus is small. Here, let's move our camera up at the front here. All right, here we can time warp a little bit again. I'm also noticing, if you notice the little radiation icon up here, if I hover over Bob or Michael, that they're at like 43 and 42% of a lethal radiation dose. So I do have to be a little cognizant of that. I might need to start bringing them back pretty soon. Right now, there is radiation shielding around this ham module. So as soon as I get them aboard, I'm going to move them in there. Okay. Right now, let's get this docking over with first. Actually, I think what I'll do then is detach and remove the ship, because I'm going to send this guy back home. We'll detach, we'll put the Terrier or the ship back onto its regular base. There we are, coming right on, and boink. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I love stuff docked together. It just makes me happy. Okay, we are going to detach, because this is where this is. Detach. Where are you? Other one. Undock. Back to here. And let's back away. Control from here. And we need to get to the only 0.625 meter docking port is over this way, so we need to set that on the target there. Spin this around the right way. That way. There we go. Again, the little docking icon there really helps. And my understanding is, with 1.12, they did not help when it came to docking, which I find kind of unfortunate, to be honest. I wish they would give us some more tools for helping with docking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they, expanded on the docking interface and made it all nice and easy for us, but I don't think so. come a little sideways here. Make a little down. Oh, that's up. Down that way, I think. Oh, no, no. I think I was that way. Okay, here we go. That's the way. I'm at a point now where I can't see any other icons, so that's the one I gotta go. That way. We'll go this way until we see that prograde icon on the Navball here. There is a docking alignment indicator mod which gives you a really nice interface in a separate window that actually solves the problem that I'm having right here with just putting arrows off to the side to tell you which way to go. But I just didn't want the... Here we go. Now I'm starting to see the target icon over there. I know I can see I gotta come this way. Oh boy. I missed. Oh, and I hit map view. Okay, we'll try that again. That's a miss! That is lack of depth perception. I'm going to blame that on. Okay, which way? That way. Come on, let's do a better job. That was pretty embarrassing. Okay. There we go. Okay, go number 2. Hopefully this time we got things lined up a little better. Okay. All right, let's steer this in. Boink. Okay, there we go. We are here. Okay, let's take our Kerbals here and transfer them over to, let's start with Bob, into the HAB module here. And then I'm going to take Michael, and I'm going to transfer her actually to here. I got a Mark 1 landing can in the middle here. She should be in there now, yep. And basically I have this to act as an airlock. So the idea of this thing is that I can turn off the pressure control in it, and it's only depressurizing this little compartment. Now I want to make sure Michael has a EVA pack. I don't want to go through that again. And now if I EVA her, we should be just evacuating this little part, and because I have the pressure control, it won't try and repressurize this until I turn it back on again. It shouldn't evacuate the whole station, and this should save me on nitrogen. Okay, let's see. Now, before I let go, do I have monopropellant in here? Monopropellant, I have 5 units of monopropellant. Okie dokie. So we're good now. Let's let go. Do this on. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to service engines, because all of these engines have limited ignitions, but if you get an engineer, actually I think anybody. Okay, that one's practically new. I probably have serviced it already. Let's service this one over here. You can get a Kerbal to service them and increase. How is this still working? Okay, service the engine. Fasten that loose screw, and now it should be inspect the engine, and it says it's brand new, which means it has more ignitions. And then we're going to go over as well, because we've been using this Terrier a lot, over here, and we're going to service this fella. So there we go. Inspect the engine. Oh, this one's practically new, so it doesn't need servicing. Okay, and now we can go back to our airlock. Let's go find our airlock. And then we're going to send this guy back to Kerbin. That's the whole plan. Yeah, just switch the view so we can come in here and see the... I see in the suggestion in the chat to switch the view, and I just switched the view now. Now that I need to. Okay, and then we'll board. Beautiful. And actually, I have a reason to EVA Bob. I'll get to that in just a moment. But where is Bob? He is in here. Bob has the science kit, and I've yet to do the EVA science experiment in space. We are in high space above the Minmus, and I haven't done it in either high or low space. So what we're going to do, can I transfer her out while it's not pressurized? I think I did. I did. I wouldn't think that would work, but it did. Now we'll put Bob in here. And pressure control is still stopped. And now Bob, again, will do the same check because I'm very paranoid. He has the EVA, and he has an EVA kit. We will EVA. Again, we'll look up here. We see that Bob does have monopropellant on his EVA pack. That's definitely going to be something I'm going to be checking from now on. So Bob's going to let go. And I'm going to change the view again. We're going to back away from the station a little bit just to do this experiment. Okay. Don't want Bob to drift too far, though. Okay. And where are we here? Perform EVA science. I should have done this earlier. I just flat out just forgot. There it goes. And if you don't know what causes that little flipping, do a Google of the intermediate axis theorem. That's what causes that little guy to flip. But anyway, we're done our experiment. That screw will now be debris. Not really. The game will, it's physics-less, but seems kind of like an irresponsible experiment if you ask me. Okay, let's get Bob in here. Grab and board. Okay, and and we want to transfer Bob. Okay, I think we're done with these guys. Transfer Bob into here. Both of them are now in our radiation shelter. Yep. We will also, we should be transmitting all kinds of science. We are, including the EVA experiment, and we're doing the flight experiment. I just want to make sure everything is on before we leave these folks. Yes, we are. So we're doing still lots and lots of science here. Lots of science still to transmit. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we have here all of our samples. Material space and mystery goos, some from high space, low space, and some from the surface that these two grabbed for us. We're going to transfer all of them over to our little storage container here. And you can see as I go through these that it's highlighting this storage container. And what this means now is I can undock this. We're going to send this back to Kerbin. Okay. Let's get onto here. We'll activate this engine. And we'll send this back to Kerbin, and this has quite a lot of science aboard it. Oh my, it picked up some flight experiment that it's transmitting too. I don't know how that happened. I guess the flight experiment was just finding places to store stuff where, while it was docked. Okay, let's get back to Kerbin now. So, we've got to make ourselves a maneuver. Oh, actually this works out pretty well. If you've never done this before, getting back to Kerbin from a polar orbit around either the moon or Minmus, remember when you're returning, you basically want your ship to exit the sphere of influence of, whether here Minmus, but it'd be the same for the moon, in a retrograde direction. So that's going to the left on your screen right now. And with the way this orbit is mostly in the same, the plane of this orbit's parallel to Minmus's orbit around Kerbin right now, that actually makes it work pretty well. Now, I don't know which way around we're going. Can I see which way around we're going? We're going northward, so actually we should be burning around here-ish so that we're going towards the left. That's basically the gist of this. Let's see, and we can tweak this as we go. That's already pretty good. See, and then that way you're going off in this way. If this orbit were perpendicular to the line of Minmus's orbit around the moon, or around Kerbin, you're probably best just to wait, or if you're up for it, a big plane change will help, but if you have the fuel. Okay, let's tweak this in. So we're only at 69 meters per second, so let's give ourselves a little more. It's about what, 180 or something, isn't it, to get to something like that? Let's see. We're obviously not at a very good time. I can tell just by how that's making it closer. Oh, wow. I don't need the burn to be as big as it is. Okay. Back off a little bit. Why do I have 180 in my head? I don't know. Playing in a bit with the timing. Basically, I just play with the timing to see how low can I get this periapsis with Kerbin. If I get it as low as I can, then I figure I'm burning at the right spot. That's about it. So I want this to be about 35 kilometers in, so it'll be going into the atmosphere. Again, we'll play with the timing a little bit. No, that's about it. There we go. And this burn's coming up in... Can I go back in orbit? Burn's coming up in 3 minutes, except I'm now really low. Timing again. Nope. There we go. Okay. Burn's coming up in just a few minutes. Is this on full? No, not even close. Only a 13-second burn. Let's open up KOS. I got multiple. I think it's seeing the ones that are on the station. I'm hoping this one. Well, that's the Minmus station probe. See? How can I tell which one's which? Minmus station. Oh, does this been changed its name? I hate that. Yeah. This is Minmus 4, I believe, is what I called it. There we go. I hate that how it changes the... I know there's a naming priority thing that you can do, but I never think of doing that. Run our maneuver executor. It is not on board. Switch to the KSC and now run the communicate. There we go. We are ready to go. And it's good we're pointing away from the station. Turn that on. Is it me or does this feel like it's burning in a funky, weird control from here? Oh my gosh. Like that was so wrong, the direction it's going. Okay. Am I gonna miss? Now at least feels like it's burning in the right direction, but I'm a little nervous. I think it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna miss the station. Right? Go a little bit. I gotta get ready to abort this burn. I don't want it to drive itself straight into the station, but I think it's okay. Oh, it was probably on one of the docking ports. That's why the Navball was all messed up. Okay, about to say goodbye to the station in 3, 2, 1, and go. Bye-bye, station. With my irresponsible burn. Okay, we'll look at, see how this works out here. Okay, what's that at? 34 kilometers. I'm sure that's absolutely fine. Okay, let's get out an alarm clock because we got multiple vessels going. So we're going to be in 2.5 hours exiting Minmus's SOI. So that should be good. Let's get this oriented for the solar panels here. Though it's not doing any more science, so it's really not using a ton of electricity anymore. This back up to this corner, this to this corner, this to this corner. Put our view on free and we'll watch Minmus go away. Bye-bye, Minmus. We will most certainly be back.